Competitive esports done right. Brought to you by
Take a look at that teamwork. That is what it is all about here at the Hardcore League.
They don't even see him, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Holy smokes. Can he do it?
And that right there is how you dogfight, ladies and gentlemen. What a play. Tonight's matchup, girls versus boys, right here at the Hardcore League, sponsored by Gamers Community.
Hardcore League, the only place for large-scale competitive battlefield.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and we are into round 2 of the Elite Division Tournament right here on the Hardcore League. And this matchup right here should be a pretty good one. We've got some serious guns. We're going to throw up some stats for you guys and whatnot, but we've got Prototype versus Clout9. Coming up, we're going to throw up a leader comparison so you can see how these guys line up. There you go. The LJ Mars has got animosity as far as that kill death goes. Score per minute, win-loss, but not time in. So is animosity's time in, is experience going to pay off in the end here? We're also going to take a look at their top 5 players on both sides and see how these guys match up. And the kill deaths are looking pretty similar. It looks like PT might actually have. Oh, we've got the wrong lineup for the second set of guys. Let's go ahead and fix that. Thought their kill death was a little different too. There it is. Let's get them back up here. So it looks like they are pretty evenly matched on average, except for Core War down there, rolling that 9.1 KD. That is crazy. Now, they are going to be playing on Ballroom, so we are going to see all of the vehicles come into play here. Quick. So we don't hear that, this, and that. Alrighty, so we're going to take a look at the pilots and tankers for both these teams. They are going to be playing Ballroom Blitz is what they will be playing. So we're going to see all of the vehicles come into play. So let's take a look. We're gonna throw them all up here. Pilots and tankers. And what is with the MDG? Oh, that's right. We don't have comparisons for C9's tankers. I forgot about that. There was some roster issues. Couldn't get the players in on time. Thank you, Deads, for 20. But here we go. So we are not going to be able to see the comparison on the tankers. We did be able to see the top 5. We are going to see who's flying for them. We're going to see it's your boy Osama. Fluffy Marshmallows. I think Fluffy Marshmallows maybe taking the ground. He said that earlier. But we do know that PT's got some very solid tankers that we're going to see taking the field. And we have also made some other changes. That's right, Mr. Brett FX has stepped out. We're going to see him back here when we get into the 3rd and 4th player match. And there we go. Boom, Hitman Pike. Going to be color commentating on this one here. So, how you feeling, Pike?
Hey, what's going on, Battlefield community? Good to see you. Some absolutely amazing gameplay so far, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how Cloud9 and Prototype square off against each other. I'm going to be helping Dead out here. He's been performing really well, and yeah, let's see how things go. But for the time being, I'm just looking at these stats at the moment. And I'm seeing a kill death ratio there of 9.9 on behalf of the Prototype pilots. That is incredible. It's your boy Osama.
Yeah, he's an extremely good pilot, along with Fluffy Marshmallows, probably one of the best in the game, and they've got some really good tankers. So right now we are in the burn round. We're still waiting for C9's players to get in here. They are moving in a little slow, but nonetheless, they are on their way in. We will find this off here in just a second. Yeah, we do not have any pilot comparisons or tank comparisons for C9. Unfortunately, there was some roster issues, and they did not get those in times to get graphics done for those. So, nonetheless, we will see planes throughout the rest of the tournament. That's right. This and the next round is going to be played on Ballroom for the semifinals. Then we are going to jump into Empire's Edge for the third and fourth place match, which will be the losers of this round here. And then we will see St. Quentin Scar for the finals. So it should be pretty good. Right now, we're going to see Cloud9 versus Prototype, and this should be a pretty interesting match as these two teams face off. They both got some really, really skilled infantry, some skilled tankers, and some skilled pilots. So I'm excited. I hate GameStop saying planes take no skill. I would beg to differ. I think planes are one of the things that take the most skill, as pilots are highly sought after in the large-scale competitive community. Uh-oh, it sounds like we may have lost somebody in Discord, but that's all right. And again, we are in round 2 of this tournament, and as these players seem to have jumped in a little bit late, C9 still waiting for some of their players to get in. What we're going to do is we're going to see if we can't take a look at the bracket here. Bring that up, we'll refresh it. You can find this there on the website. The Hardcore League website is where we've got this bracket. So after this round, we are going to see Point Gap take on Apex Predator Esports, which we will then move in to the third and fourth place round, which will be the losers from this 2 rounds. Yeah, that's correct. That is correct. And then we'll jump into the finals. Whoever lands right here, that's going to be the finals. Going to win it all. Should be some good matchups here. This match here, I'm excited about. I think it's going to be pretty good. Again, we're going to throw up a little leader comparison for you guys to take a look at. Again, I'm just waiting to get in. They are up to 11. They should probably come out and start burning the flag so that we can get this burn round fully underway and get ready to rock and roll again. Sponsored by Gamers Community, so be sure to check them out. We'll have one of the mods throw a link up in chat for you guys. I do not know who I Hate GameStop is. You're correct. I have no idea who the guy is. In which case, I can only assume that he doesn't compete. But he should, if he's one of the top pilots. But we also see Corpus. Corpus is an amazing pilot. Unless that is Corpus. If I Hate GameStop is Corpus, then I do know who that cat is. And then he's just trolling. So thanks for that. If that's you, Corpus. Also, as mentioned before, we do have Hitman Pike in here, color commentating, being rather quiet. He's probably petting his cat. Or he may be out of Discord. I did hear somebody leave Discord. We may have lost him. He may have crashed out on us. We'll have to take a look. No. Yeah, he is gone. So we do not have a color commentator. So I'm going to Han Solo the shit out of this. Unless we will have Brett FX back in. For a third and fourth player round. After this, we're going to see Apex go up against Point Gap. Could be pretty interesting. So C9 has their 12 players. We should see some burning going on. I'll tell you what we're going to do. Seeing as how this took so long, in the interest of speeding things up, PT's going to start coming out to engage. These guys are going to move. Coming in to burn. Looks like PT may have lost the guy. When they get back in, we may just reset the map. Yeah, right? That's right, Bruno 2.0, bringing me a little bit of fuel, a little bit of game fuel, some of that monster, to make sure we can carry on. So it looks like they're not sure what's going on. C9 dropping the ball yet again and burning flags.
Hey, my apologies. Just unfortunately suffered a power cut here in Manchester. Not too sure what that was about, but we're back now for the time being. Weather prevailing.
There we go. I was wondering, I was talking, didn't hear no pike. I was thinking, I suck at Battlefield 1. I'm not, I would have to relook to see who is flying for C9. As I said, they unfortunately did not get their guys in time. Okay, so we have all 12 in here. C9 confused on the operation of a burn round. So let's do this. We're just going to go ahead and change the map out and get them going.
Yeah, I mean, I believe Cloud9 are one of the newer communities that have signed up with us recently. And I think we have to cut them a little bit of slack. Obviously, they don't have an appreciation quite for how the intricacies of how Hardcore League works in terms of its rules. But you know, it's a steep learning curve. I'm sure they'll get used to it. Most communities do.
Indeed, indeed. I believe they do have some members, some veteran members that are familiar with it. So I think the new guys may be shooting them in the foot. Nonetheless, they got all their players in, so we are going to forego the burn round and jump right into it, as we do have some more matches on the way.
No, don't worry about it. Washed up. You're good, buddy.
Yep. Luckily, they've given us some more admin rights, so we were able to take some liberties with the server. And that's what we're going to do. We've got some more matches to get underway. These teams have been patient. They've been hanging in there, so we are going to move this along as quickly as possible.
Absolutely fantastic performance so far from all the teams, though. I know there's a lot of intense drama surrounding this. Obviously, it is a big payout at the end of it, so you know, the guys have got a lot to work for. But obviously, their previous experiences, the majority of these teams are veteran teams of Hardcore League, and you know, who've provided us with many hours of quite exciting gameplay.
All right, so we are back in now, and we are going to see C9 in blue. We're going to see PT in red. We've got our labels lined out, and the scoreboard is correct. So we're going to get ready to rock and roll again. We're going to throw up their top 5 lineup. You guys can see how they match up. We'll also do a leader comparison here in just a second for you guys to take a look at.
Is it too early to start sort of surmising who could be a potential champion here?
I would have to say it is a little bit early. You know, I think that these next 2 rounds are really going to give us a good gauge on who it could possibly be, based on how they perform here. You know, But this
Sure.
map here, this map entailing all that is battlefield, you know, infantry, air, and armor. And the armors, the tank pieces have to be extremely good players, and smart with the layout of this map. You know, they don't have a lot of big wide open lanes. You do have that road on the south side of the map that that can offer a long lane, but other than that, there's not too many long lanes. So tank positioning is going to be key, and then always, you know, as we see in these larger scale matches, the air. You know, having the guys in the air doing work. You know, getting air superiority, and then in turn, putting shells downrange on infantry and armor on the ground.
Sure. I mean, me personally, I think from a previous sort of perspective, I know that the team that sort of really works those back flags concentrates on getting their armor around and almost sacrificing Charlie in a way, but it's sort of, you know, really concentrating on the other team sort of home base. That generally, you know, that aggressive approach seems to suit this map quite well. Me personally, as a squad leader, I definitely try and avoid Charlie. It's just too much, you know, there's too many angles to have to cover. You're too exposed on your approaches. Whereas if you start getting into sort of Bravo Alpha or Echo Delta, and I find you know, you stand a better chance of being able to solidify a position.
No, Bruno 2.0, this is not the end. We have 1, 2, 3 matches left after this one. That will determine for good and all who holds sway over the 5 points, or over the Hardcore League Elite Division. Either way. There you go. There's the bracket for you. Mason's going to throw it up. Have a look at it. And we are just 5 seconds out, and we're going to see these teams take off. So I'm excited to see what happens. We'll jump in with the planes of CT here. We've got Sleepy and Aesthetic up in the air. So let's see what's going on. Fluffy Marshmallow already on the 6 of one of them. He's going to line him up and put shots in, and there he is going to go down. So that is going to open him up. He does have one on his 6. Sleepy is behind him, but it's your boy Osama is going to move in, and it's your boy Osama is rolling that anti-tank kit, which can be devastating. C9's or PT's going to come out pretty strong in the beginning here. They're going to grab the 3 cap, and they're going to start trying to do some damage on these players moving into this objective. Planning on Scruffy here. They do have some good positions. We're going to see Raspy Goldfishy in trouble, though. Jimbo Hotsticks is going to take him out. He's going to end up going down.
You cannot underestimate the need for air superiority on this map. But, you know, given its openness, you know, as I've discussed before, the Echo Delta Bravo Alpha region, you know, with sort of decent pilots, they can really do a lot of damage to both infantry and armor. So it's absolutely essential that an early air dominance is sort of sought. So it's good to definitely have skilled pilots up there.
And PT's struggling. They are losing the Charlie flag. C9's coming in very, very strong. A lot of infantry moving in. We're going to see Cynicism doing some serious work. We saw him drop 3 players so far, getting some revives. Just being very, very solid. He's going to fall back and grab another revive, and PT is going to start moving into the objective. They're going to have several, but we're going to see Slope taking one out. Marco Vaz moving in. And they're securing it. Getting 1,000 biddies for Marshmallow and Sama. He wants to see the dogfights. As soon as a plane comes back up on the other end, Pike, keep an eye on that. Let me know. I will jump in with those guys so we can see them doing some dogfights. I'm actually going to jump in with Fluffy and see what he's doing as far as while he's got some air superiority, see how he's helping out his team. He's going to be relying heavily on his team to help him out. But here we go. Here comes the dogfights, and they're going to run nose to nose and do a little circle dance all the way to the ground. They are both going to go out, and they are down. So the only one left is It's Your Boy Osama is up in the air. And C9 is making some serious moves. They're moving into Delta, and this is a 1-ticket game, ladies and gentlemen. one ticket game. We do have one back up in the air. This is going to be Ascetic, but he's being followed by It's Your Boy Osama. We're going to land on him. He is rolling that tank kit, that anti-tank kit, which can be devastating to planes in the right hands. Just like that, taking them out. It's Your Boy Osama doing some serious damage, coming in and dropping some bombs as well. We're going to see PT start maintaining control of this Charlie objective. However, they are getting backburned by skill back here, and they're trying to move into this alpha flag. We're going to see Cynicism trying to solo hold this. We've been watching him quite a bit, but he seems to find himself in good positions. He is taking some shots. He's going to be in trouble. Washed up. One of the team leaders for PT is going to be moving in to help out. He's going to find one upstairs and take him out. That's going to be back row Boz. He has one that just dropped down on top of him, and he is going to go down. LJ Mars is going to take him out.
And it looks like C9 are getting the 4 cap here on the guys over at PT. So PT need to step up their infantry game and their ground game. Otherwise, they're at a serious risk of getting quite far behind in terms of their ticket count. They are going to have to step it up.
Yeah, well, C9's doing a good job of map positioning. You know, they're bringing 2 heavy tanks in on this flag. PT only has a 1 tank up. But, you know, PT may need to take their pilots out of the air and get some more infantry on the ground if they want to take this this flag. We're going to jump in with Sleepy. He's trying to make a move. He's going to go down at the hands of Cynicism.
The risk of this approach, though, Deadeye, is obviously by, you know, hitting multiple flags at once, you really are spreading your team out further than, you know, you need to also be able to position your team to counteract the inevitable counterattack that will come. And, you know, concentrating on 3 consecutive flags possibly is a good idea, but spreading yourself out as far as 4 flags, you know, it's too far for your team to be able to react when they need to retake the map.
Well, and PT is doing it right now. They're starting to burn the flags. We are going to see another dogfight going on. Fluffy Marshmallow in the attack plane. He is taking some shots from Sleepy, though. Sleepy is on his 6, looking to take him out, and they are going to go down.
Aesthetic is on his 6 and again covering Sleepy, so that's some extremely tight flying right there. Looks like Fluffy Marshmallow is down himself, and Aesthetic is the lone pilot up in the air at the moment.
Yeah, they're, I believe both of PT's pilots are down there out of the air. PT is starting to make a push onto Charlie. We're going to see Skill here trying to hold off this line. Oh, but he is going to get taken out by Cynicism from a good little distance. We've got one pushing up. Core War. Now, Core War has a 9.1 KD, so we're going to see how he handles this. Has one out in front. Somebody's going to snake the kill from him. He's going to take a few shots, and he's just going to try to stay in cover there. Right there by the tree, try to hold out on that spot.
Ded, I'd just like to draw your attention right now, just looking at the ground game. It looks like between Delta and Charlie, we've got a bit of a front line forming between the 2 communities. Looks like they're struggling to pass right now, with C9 trying to push onto Delta, and PT in turn trying to push into Charlie. Looks like PT are pushing the flank now, going around the far side of the ballroom, and looks like they're going to be possibly headed for Bravo and those back flags, or they're either going to swing back round and hit Charlie flag right now. I think, to be honest, looking at the map, Bravo and Alpha completely open here. Very little defense. I also see Cynicism and Raspy Goldfishy moving down on the far side of the map, so they're going to be hitting Alpha. And that is going to be taking C9 unawares.
Well, and this is where the cavalry kits come into play. You know, grab one of those, pull them back to those back caps, and spread C9 out. C9 did create a great line, and we can see PT doing that right now. Raspy Goldfish, I imagine he's running a cavalry kit. No, he's running an assault. Maybe Cynicism. No, they're both running regular kits, so they didn't pull a horseback there. But again, C9 is starting to recognize it, so they are pushing forward very heavy. So PT's going to need to compensate, and we've got 2 tanks versus 2 tanks over here on this corner. We are going to see Sleepy bail out of the plane, and he's going to be hiding right behind the tank. I don't know that he can do anything to the tank. He is going to throw some shells at it, but nonetheless, C9 is going to start securing this. And C9 does have the lead by right around 50 tickets, so not very much. PT's coming back. They're grabbing Alpha and Bravo. We're going to see Ascetic, one of their pilots, on the ground, anchoring here at the Alpha objective.
We have taken objective.
Yeah, no, and we've seen an incredible push there by PT, hitting multiple objectives at once. Alpha Bravo now taken very quickly. It looks like they're ready to push back onto Charlie, or possibly even round to Delta there. But currently, they've managed to clear Alpha out completely. There was just one remaining infantry. He looks to be down now. And PT looked to be, C9 looked to be responding with a armor piece onto Bravo.
Well, and yeah, they have moved one of their armor pieces down. I guess they lost one of their armor pieces. They did have two up. PT still has their two armor pieces up here on the Delta flag. They're capping that. And we're going to see a big push on this Charlie flag coming from C9. Jimbo Hotsticks moving in. He's going to get taken out by Washed Up.
That is an incredibly intense firefight there. Doesn't look like C9 are going to walk away from it incredibly well. A washed up Cynicism, Animosity, Scruffy, all managing to get drop the guys there coming in representing Cloud9.
All right, Fluffy Marshmallow does have a beat on one of the pilots. He's gonna circle in behind him, but he's gonna start taking shots. I don't know where Osama is at. Fluffy is gonna need some help in the air. He's gonna put some shots. Sleepy is gonna go down. But he's going to be in trouble. He's going to take some shots right on the nose as Ascetic comes in after him. So he's going to be flying solo. Ascetic's going to be... Oh, he hits a tree. He goes down. So they do maintain air superiority. They have been pushed off of the Charlie flag by C9. We've got Tensified moving in, trying to do some damage. He's going to have Animosity with him. He's actually accidentally going to shoot Animosity.
Fluffy taking a lot of hits there from the AA up in the air here. He's going to really struggle to pull away from this one, but it does look like he's managing to get away with it. He's down to a third health, and it's just a good job there's no enemy planes up at the moment, because they could have really capitalized on that opportunity to take Fluffy out.
And PT managed to close the gap from 50 tickets to about 30 tickets. So we're going to have to see how they compensate for this. They do have 3 players on this flag. One of them is going to go down. We're going to see Scruffy coming in from the backside. Fluffy trying to do some work on the infantry. They are losing Delta. They need Delta to stay in this game. They also need Alpha, which they are losing. But they're managing to hang on to Charlie, but just barely. We're going to see Core War coming in, trying to secure this flag. He's going to move on to it uncontested. But there are a couple of PT right outside. Actually, there's one Tensified. He is going down. And it looks like C9 is going to wipe out the Charlie flag and be able to hold it.
Again, Charlie being utilized very much a swing flag. Both teams are concentrating on it. They don't seem to be giving it any respite.
Oh, take a look at this. PT has surrounded the Charlie flag and firing from the outside in. Managed to get some nice shots and drop it down to one player in the Charlie objective. It's going to be Core War holding solo here. Let's see if he can do it. He's going to need somebody to spawn on him. He takes some shots and he goes down. PT is going to secure that. They're going to move in. And this is going to put them in a very good position as they're securing the Echo. There's nobody has leaked through just yet. And they're going to be grabbing Charlie right now. And that's going to give them a solid 3 cap in a line. So we're going to have to see how they do.
Hey Mars, if there's anyone you want to see in particularly, just drop us some bitties and let us know their name, and we'll definitely give them a follow for you, bud. At the moment, looks like Fluffy is just completely dominating the air, nothing up in the last few minutes. In a way, he's almost doing too much of a good job.
And PT pulling a risky move. They're pulling their tank up into Charlie to maintain this flag. C9 with that short 3 cap managed to extend their lead by about 30 tickets. But they're in trouble now. We're going to see Anxious, though, coming in behind the tank. He is going to put some serious damage on it. And there it goes. He is going to take it out. and that is going to hurt PT. He's looking to grab another one, manages to pick one more up. That's going to be Cynicism, and he's going to be securing Charlie uncontested.
We've got a pretty crazy dogfight going on up here. You might want to drop in on Aesthetic, currently trying to take out Fluffy, but the two of them both struggling.
Uh-oh, it's your boy Osama's just spawned
stuff.
in, though. He's going to be coming in, and they're going to be in trouble.
Tip the tide a little bit there.
Yep, they most certainly will. Oh, and he's going to stall out. We saw that in the dogfight tournament, but it did not work. Fluffy compensated for it, and he's going to be right on his 6, right behind him. Solid move by Fluffy to stay right behind him. He's doing it again. Is he stalling out again? He is not. Where is...
It's your boy Osama, though, coming in for the save.
Yeah, he is. He's coming in as well. Ascetic's going to be in trouble.
All right, and it looks like Osama's got himself a gunner as well. I don't know whether these guys can really
afford to put that many people in the air.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, definitely.
And that's just it. You know, even if they're not killing each other, they're out of the fight. You know, they are out of the fight.
No, absolutely. I don't think, you know, maybe on a 32 versus 32, you could justify that sort of, you know, because you can compensate for it well on the ground. But, you know, 12 versus 12, you really do have to be careful what you're utilizing your people for. At the end of the day, he might have just been looking for an easy spawn on a flag that was otherwise hard to get to, which definitely, I would advocate. But otherwise, apart from that, I wouldn't spend too much time in the gunner seat on a 12 versus 12. Looks like we're right to see a little bit of a contact start up at Charlie.
Oh yeah, they are meeting up. PT
Cloud9, yeah, Cloud9 going up against him.
PT looks like they may have the numbers there, but they are not on the burn. And currently about 30 ticket difference. Styles Red is going to pick up a kill there. It's going to be on Animosity, the leader of PT.
Absolutely.
Intensified coming around the corner. Oh, grabbing 4 of them. Total.
Jimbo anchoring well there in the background, but Jimbo just going down, unfortunately. And it looks like these guys are able to capitalize on their position at Charlie. Solidifying it once again, but as has been mentioned before, Charlie is very much a swing flag.
Oh, trying to hang in there, topside going down, and I don't know if you've noticed this, but it looks like C9 decided to use their girlfriend as their emblem for most of their players, from what I can tell. That's very odd. I wouldn't do that. You know, that's just rude. She's not going to appreciate that, but hey, you guys have to live with her. I don't. Nonetheless. PT still trying to make a move into the Charlie objective. They've only got 2 players left, but they're also on this back burn. And they have cleared out the anchor they had back there. They had Core War. C9 had Core War back there on the Edward flag. Anchoring, but they managed to knock him out. They're trying to make a push into this Charlie objective. C9 dedicating a lot of forces to this objective.
And it looks like Charlie is just kicking off right, left, and center. PT making a very valiant effort for it.
They have, and they've made it
Scruffy.
in. They've got a couple right outside. We're going to see Slope. He's trying to anchor outside, waiting to get healed up. And, you know, this is where that teamwork comes into play because there is no health regen. And so PT trying to do some work. They are going to get wiped out. They do get wiped out of the Charlie flag, and C9 is going to start securing it.
It's your boy Osama taking a lot of heat now from the C9 guys. And he's also got a little bit of AA shooting up at him, so he's really got to be careful now. He's only down by 90% health, but he's also managing to put quite a few accurate shots down on that armor piece at Delta, and is definitely harassing them there. He's got his guys his infantry moving in. He looks like he's also got some armor support moving in, so a combination of mechanized infantry and air support. I would imagine Delta's going to be falling fairly quickly. But that said, it does look like your boy Osama now has Sleepy on his 6 again, causing him a few issues. So that could definitely put a spanner in the works.
Yeah, I think they're actually going to break off. But look at this. Over here on the Delta flag, we've got a little battle shaping up. We've got 2 tanks from PT moving up toward this Delta objective. Oh, and 1 tank there is going to go down. And I believe it's your boy Osama. Just took that tank on Delta out with the plane. And PT is going to be moving on to that flag. They are trying to hold on to this Charlie objective. But C9 is pushing a lot of players in. And he needs to get a revive. He should not have went for that kill. Tensified should have got a revive. Style Reds is going to take him out, and they're going to work on securing this Charlie objective. So PT is going to be down. Very close match. 29 ticket difference, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely insane.
We have lost objective apples.
Top side looking to move in. He's going to have a couple of contacts out in front. Jimbo Sticks. Oh! And Jimbo Sticks is going to turn on him and drop him with that 8.25 extended. PT still trying to make some moves up onto this objective. They do have Ballistic back here. Anchoring in on this back flag is going to go down at the hands of She Needs Some Milk. And we're also going to see C9 pushing on this Edward objective. Actually extending their lead to over 20. PT looks like they're going to be getting the upper hand as Topside is going to pick one up along with Goldfishy. Anxious is going to come in and do some damage. He's going to get a solid 2-piece. Sloke's going to be in there as well. Cynicism's going to drop him. Raspy Goldfishy is looking for the other one. We're going to see a squad bomb coming in from C9. They're going to bring in 3 players, but Cynicism gets the revive. And that's going to help them out. They're going to drop one, so it's a 4v2 situation on this Edward flag. They definitely need it, and it looks like we're stalemated over on Charlie. We've got Tensified in here. He's actually going to get a solid 2-piece to clear out that objective and grab it for his team. So this could potentially give them the 3 cap. C9 dropped it to a 2v2. Now it's a 1v1. Washed Up versus Sloke on this Edward objective. Whoever wins this battle wins this flag. Now it's a 2v2, 3v2 as they start spawning in. And there's the teamwork, ladies and gentlemen. Man alive. Here it is. Washed Up going, looking for one. He is going to grab one. Looking for a second one. Somebody else gets him. Core War is going to take him out, and they're going to secure this. However, PT has lost their foothold on Charlie. We've got a 2v2 battle going on over there. Tensified in on the Charlie objective, looking to try to secure it. He knows someone's there. He's going to put some shots down. He's going to grab one, looking for the 2-piece, and he's going to get it with a solid headshot, but C9's going to spawn in. LJ Mars coming out the outside.
Tensified really put pain down there on Charlie. I mean, he managed to take out a good few of them before he went down. I think he at least got the 2-piece, but it possibly was even a 3-piece. And considering how many Cloud9 are actually on Charlie flag right now, I think that's pretty impressive. And at the moment, I think PT are coming in a little bit split up. It looks like Tong Po is coming in with the heavy tank to give them some support. But they also have Razor in the heavy tank, so they're consolidating their armor at the moment. They really want to clear out Charlie flag, but it does look like Jimbo Sticks just went down in the tank.
Yeah. Well, no, yeah, that was Razor went down in the tank. He was, well, they got it pinned in there, or not pinned, but it was coming through that that gap in the fence and got hung up. So 470 to 500. What?
Well, guys, that was brilliant. Don't forget to do that scoreboard.
Match. That's gonna be 470 to 500. So PT is definitely not out of it. They could most certainly come back and win. We'll see what they learned from that last round, and see how it goes. Styles Red, LJ Mars, and a couple more. I just missed them grabbing those top spots. Let's take a look at the scoreboard here. 28 and 14. Marco Balls over there for C9. Skill, Core War, Aesthetic, Derjaco, Anxious grabbing the top spots on that side. Scruffy, Washed Up, Cynicism, Animosity, top side 3, and it's your boy Osama on the other side, putting in some work. 20 and 5, it's your boy Osama, raining some fire down on those tanks.
Absolutely. Tensified managing also a high kill death ratio, but sorry, not a high kill death ratio, but going 21 to 21 there, just getting stuck in, obviously doing as much damage as possible. But definitely from those pilots, we're definitely seeing some high kill death ratios, very impressive, and it just kind of shows that we need to do another dogfight tournament.
Oh
soon.
yeah, that dogfight
Especially-
tournament was.
Especially with those new maps, when it's going to be, is it? I mean, one of the new maps I believe is rumored. Actually, I think it's confirmed that it's going to be London. So that is going to be extremely interesting. It'll be Battlefield's first ever map on British soil, as such. And I'm definitely excited to see what they're going to do with this final DLC. Kind of sad that it's all coming to an end already, but looking forward to the end of the year, where we will have another Battlefield title to kick things off again. Very exciting time to be a part of the Battlefield community.
Indeed, indeed. Okay, and we're jumping back in. I'm going to get these team labels switched up for everyone, so they know who is on what side. We've got the scoreboard switch. You can see it right there. It is going to be an intense, close battle this next round, ladies and gentlemen, as these two teams face off. There's the top 5 for you. Check them out. Some pretty close kill deaths, which resulted in a pretty close round. We're going to see C9 in red. We're going to see PT in blue this round as we get ready for the second round of this map between C9 and Prototype. Coming up right after this, we're going to see a PG versus Apex. You can see Lions in chat there. He's one of the team leads for Point Gap over there. We're going to see them facing off against Apex. Coming up next. And again, I am Deadeye, and we have KLW Hitman Pipe color commentating for us. That's that beautiful British voice that you're hearing on the other side. As we get ready for this match, I imagine it's going to be intense. Both teams have learned something about each other. And like I always say, it's all about who can adjust on the fly the best. You know, who can adjust their tactics on the fly and try to catch the other team off guard based on what they've learned in the previous map or match.
Absolutely. It really is about reading your enemy and being able to anticipate what you think they might do, and then being able to adapt to what they actually do, you know. And good team leaders, good squad leaders are those that are willing to, you know, really utilize that dynamic approach. You know, so 1 minute it might require forming a front line, the next minute it might require a flanking maneuver, the next minute it might require a completely different maneuver to put yourself in a different part of the map altogether. And you know, bringing it all together, utilizing that communication, having that chain of command, having people that, you know, what you can rely on to do what they say, you know, what you ask of them, and you know, having that top down and down up perspective. You know, everyone needs that input, and that essentially is what makes, you know, a very good esports Battlefield team. Cohesion.
Yep, and we are about 30 seconds from these two teams facing off again. Prototype versus Cloud9 has been a great game so far, and we're about to see the second half of it and see how these teams do. See if they see if it rings the same. Let me just double check this. So C9 only has to get 471 tickets and they will win. Even if PT wins by 500 tickets, if C9 gets 471, they are going to move on to the finals. And here we go. Let's jump into the air battle right off the bat. We're going to see Washed Up and Fluffy Marshmallows. It's your boy Osama, must be on the ground. Fluffy's going to put shots in 2 planes before he breaks off. He's going to try to get in behind Sleepy. He's cutting it hard. Sleepy's going to turn out, and Fluffy's going to get right behind him. That was a mistake on Sleepy's part. Fluffy is going to be trying to light him up, but he is going to be taking some shots from Ascetic behind him. And Fluffy is rolling the attack plane. Washed Up is going to fall in behind him. Oh, no, it's your boy Osama. Washed Up must have just been in the gun seat when I landed on him a minute ago and is going to bail out. And it looks as though C9 has moved solidly into the Charlie flag. They're trying to grab it early. They do have Delta. But PT has managed to move in. Anxious, the only one left, is going to go down at the hands of Scruffy. Scruffy with 1 point of health left. And PT is looking to grab an early 3 cap. However, we do see C9 bringing their tank and a car down around this outside. The car getting trashed though. Razor with a solid 3-piece on the mobile target. And now we are going to start seeing these planes coming in to light up the tank. Fluffy Marshmallow, it's your boy Osama, looking to put shots in on it. It's on a long lane. It's taking shots from Tong Po in the tanks from way back. And we're going to take a look. Here's PT's tankers right now for you. Tong Po, Razor, some solid tankers doing work there, taking those tanks out. And PT has a good foothold now. And they're going to advance or jump into a 10-ticket lead early in the game. We do have a small force of the C9 guys trying to make a push here. And they're going to clear some out. And they're going to start making some headway into this Charlie objective. Looks like they're also trying to slide around the back, but again, Razor is as sharp as a razor. He caught him coming around on both sides. We're seeing Osama just putting shells after shells in it, and the air superiority is real, and it's very important. And there it is. Razor is going to finish him off. Both tanks down. PT coming out very, very strong on this side of the map.
PT managing to just completely dominate Charlie right up until now, and it just looks like they're just about going to be losing their hold there on it. But they're rolling in some armor, just given that support. I think that might be able to tip things a little bit, but Charlie isn't an armor-friendly flag, and you know you can't capture, as far as I'm aware, with a tank on Charlie flag. So they will need to step up their approach with some infantry, which it does look like they're doing, slowing down that approach, slowing down that attack. Sorry. By the guys over at Cloud9, clearing the objective out, but a very close loss there for PT, managing to solidify things. But we do have one member anchoring there, and he looks to have just gone down, unfortunately for him.
So C9 is going to start pushing in from the Delta objective. They're going to be moving heavy troops toward the flag. And they're going to be taking shots from the plane, though. And that is just solid plane work. Fluffy Marshmallow's coming in, managing to pick one up. It's your boy Osama getting a solid 2-piece, dropping bombs. And it just means they can't, they're not safe anywhere. They can't stay out in the open. PT, let's take a look at this overview. They're starting to spread out. They've got a tank at the bottom. They're sending somebody to the north side to make sure nobody gets around. Raspy Goldfishy going across the top. And then we're going to see a nice line of players forming up here as they try to stop C9 from being able to advance on the map. And this is what they need to do. I think it's very smart that they aren't going to, they're not going to try to overextend themselves and push too far into the objectives. And look at this pile up here at the door. We've got a tank versus tank battle.
Yeah, I think Razor might have put himself a little bit too far forward. He could have definitely done with, I mean, he's got the advantage of the stairs there, which changed the angle, but he's quite vulnerable from both the tank attack there. Well, he really is playing an aggressive game right now, and it kind of working for him, but he's got a secondary enemy tank in the background there, and that was my concern. He's now being backed up, so this is really turning into an intense
a tank battle, yeah. Where do you see this go down, right? Two tanks going head to head, and they're playing it smart. The two PT tanks are focusing on the one, and look at that coordinated smoke pop. What is going on? Razor is going to be in trouble. Tong Po is going to be looking to get some repairs. One of them is going to go down. But
you've also got your boy Osama putting in hits on Jacko at the moment, so they are, it's just really brilliant to see that combination of armor, air, and infantry being utilized best together.
And Jacko does lose his repair because Osama come in and hit him. We're going to see Razor rolling up on foot. He's going to try to take that tank out, and there it goes. One is down. Nonetheless, C9 managed to get into Charlie, and they are pushing back onto the Bravo flag as well. We've got Cynicism is going to try to solo. We've got a 1v2 situation. He's going to be moving up onto the Bravo objective. It looks like he's going to have some backup now, so PT is going to start dedicating some forces to that. They also have one rolling back. We're going to see Core War moving toward this objective. And we have one left on C9 Slope. Left on Charlie. He's going to be waiting for some backup. Looks like he's going to play it smart. He's going to heal up, and he's going to wait for a nice squad bomb on him before he tries to move any further. But PT has managed to grab a back cap on the Edward objective, and they're pushing heavy on to Duff, and the tanks are still up. We have she needs some milk, in trouble, getting some repairs, is gonna bail out and goes down. It's your boy Osama with a 2-piece on that tank, and that's gonna ensure that PT is gonna grab up this Delta objective. And we're gonna see another 2v1 situation. Razor infantry going down at the hands of Core War on the Alpha objective. C9 is going to secure Alpha, and they're going to start pushing for Delta. We've got 2 infantry moving in. It's going to be Durjako, and she needs some milk. It's going to be the tankers outside of their tank, along with Jimbo, Sticks, and Sleepy. They're getting some serious spawns in. Tong Po is in a little bit of trouble. He does manage to take one out. He is going to be struggling. Raspy Goldfish, he's going to get picked up. Washed Up is the only one left. We're going to jump in with him and see how he holds out on this objective here. He's got several contacts around him. They are losing their foothold on the objectives overall. So he's going to need to stay alive until he can get some assistance. Oh, and he is going to end up trading with Jimbo Hotsticks, and that's going to take PT off of that flag. And I believe the battle is going to rage on the Charlie objective. We're going to jump in with LJ Mars, the leader of C9. He's going to pick one up right there. That's going to be Ballistic. And he's going to move into the Charlie objective. It is going to be contested with the majority of PT controlling it. But C9's coming all over the place. Animosity manages to swing outside and grab one. And C9 is going to be wiped off the objective. They do have one moving in. Jimbo Hotsticks coming in for C9. Going to try to secure this flag. He's got one up. Oh, barely missing some shots on Ballistic and ends up going down. Ballistic jumps over and is going to end up taking him out. So they're going to struggle on that objective. And we're going to see a tank versus infantry. Oh no, Razor running over Cynicism. They've got one infantry. Tong Po trying to hang in there. He's going to drop one of them, but goes down at the hands of Slope. Razor is going to be outnumbered on this objective. And he's going to be taking some shots. He's going to start to back out. Pop some smoke. Anxious is moving up. We're going to hear that shot ricochet. He can't take too many more hits. Animosity bailing out just in time. But Tong Po coming in and going down. That's going to be Anxious grabbing several kills. Animosity moving in along with Ballistic. Ballistic's going to take him out. And they're going to start securing the Alpha objective. Anxious, the only one left, going down. And PT is going to start grabbing up Alpha. They are losing Bravo. They are losing Charlie. They're securing Delta. And they're trying to battle it out on the Edward objective. They've got one player there.
Yeah, I mean, C9 currently have a pretty solid lead there, running with 239 tickets to
No, you
oh,
got,
my apologies.
Yeah,
PT, yeah, no, PT running 240 tickets to C9's 174. So right now, C9 are going to have to step it up. And I think this has a lot to do with they used quite a risky tactic right at the beginning of the round. And that was basically to eject a guy over Charlie and then to have basically 3 or 4 of his squad members spawn on him, essentially a tactic called squad bombing. And it did initially work out quite well for them, but then they got flooded by PT, who also used a similar tactic, but utilizing the light armored vehicle. So obviously more capacity, so more squad leaders. So unfortunately, it didn't work out for them, and they lost a lot of their infantry guys there and then. And I think that's why they're behind on points at the moment.
And again, it's a 30 ticket difference that C9 won by. So as long as if PT can keep up the numbers, then they will walk away with a win. They're currently securing Bravo. We've got a 1v2 situation down here on Alpha that I can't land on. Here we go. Animosity trying to hold off against 2 players. He's gonna have some grenades come up into the attic.
We have taken objective.
He's got some help now, so Alpha is contested. PT securing Echo. They are losing Bravo, and they have Charlie. They are also losing Delta. We're going to see C9 secure up the Delta objective. PT is going to take one of them out, so they're going to start securing Alpha. And there it is. They are going to wipe C9 off of the Alpha objective, start securing it. But they are going to be losing Charlie. We've got Tensified running solo in here on the Charlie objective. He knows he's got some contacts right outside the flag. And it's going to be Core War. He's trying to anchor back there. But again, we see C9 drawing back onto this Alpha objective. They have one player back there. Who is that? It's going to be Skill. Anchoring for his team to try to get the Alpha objective. And we're going to see a squad bomb. Animosity is going to be going up against 3 or 4 yet again. He's going to need some help, and he has it coming from deployment. He's got several right below him. I don't believe he saw him. Going to be down below him. I think he knows it.
We have lost objective apples.
Enemy soldiers have taken one of our objectives.
Going to drop down on the bottom, and he is going to get in trouble. Squill's going to kill him. But PT pushing a lot of forces in there. They have one secure in Delta. They are going to lose their foothold on Delta. But it looks like they want to wipe him out of the backfield. They've dedicated a lot of forces to this Alpha objective. We've got Core War and Skill still in there. Skill's going to go down at the hands of Ballistic. Core War still hanging in the attic. He's anchoring in there. Ballistic's going to be looking to chase him down. It's going to fall back into the bottom, though. They're going to secure that flag nonetheless.
You know, for once, we don't actually have much of an air game going on. It looks like everybody is concentrating on the ground game. Looks like Cloud9 have got the lockdown on Delta. She needs some milk providing armor support there. But we also have Raspy Goldfishy doing some anchoring and providing a potential spawn for his squad between Echo Delta. So very much deep in enemy territory.
Yeah, and there's a little bit of a fight on Bravo, but it looks as though PT has been completely wiped out of that Charlie objective. They are looking for a little bit of a backburn. And they're fighting on Delta just a little bit, but they're having to contend with a tank. PT is rolling all their forces from Bravo up to this Charlie objective. However, they are getting caught out in the open field. They're getting picked off. Jimbo Hotsticks is there. He's taking some tanks shots from the tank. We're going to see Styles Red moving out. He is looking to get a big flank on some players. He's got several out front.
Getting a lot of love for PT right now in the chat. It looks like the guys are really egging him on there. Currently still up in the lead there with 336 tickets to Cloud9's 276. Looks like Cloud9 have been able to draw those tickets back a little bit, and if they carry on, they've got the free cap at the moment, so they just need to continue with the same theme, really.
We've got it was a 2v2 battle. Now it's a 2v1 battle on Edward. PT is going to start securing this Edward objective. Oh, no, they're not. 1v1. We're going to see Ballistics versus Core War on the Edward flag, and this is going to be extremely important for whoever wins this battle or whoever gets a squad spawn on him first. It looks like Ballistic may be anchoring out until his team can move in, but they definitely need this Edward flag. 50 ticket difference. Core War is going to be looking for Ballistic. He's looking to hunt him down. Ballistic is in trouble. Core War is going to be coming into the train car looking for him.
Yeah, absolutely. In keeping with history, it looks like the American Expeditionary Forces are doing incredibly well, beating back the German Fifth Army. During this period, they would put something in the region of 1,200,000 troops into this offensive, taking just under 200,000 casualties and missing in action along the way, very tragically. But those statistics as well were not met on the German side. They only took 120,000 casualties, so they actually didn't do too badly out of it.
And PT manages to move in and grab this flag. Smart move on them. They did not spawn anybody on Ballistic. They moved them into Charlie. They managed to grab it. And look at this. We've got a 2-tank push coming into this Duff objective, which is going to be pretty awesome. Raspy Goldfishy is taking on the tank solo as an infantry. Getting in behind it. It doesn't look like that tank has any help from C9. And there you go. He is going to solo take that tank out, Raspy Goldfish, and this is going to give him this Edward flag. We may see a 4-cap here, ladies and gentlemen, which will put this baby to bed and move PT forward in this match. They have broke the 400 ticket mark, and they are coming in very, very strong at the moment. We're going to see a 1v1 battle on Bravo that's going to be pretty important. It's going to be Core War versus Scruffy. Scruffy's going to get a beat on him. Core War's going to be in trouble. Let's jump in with Core and see how he handles it. Looks like he's going to roll around the outside, but goes down. Scruffy is going to find him, so they're going to maintain that burn on Bravo, and we're going to see a couple of players from C9 move in to try to take out Raspy and Ballistic and to stop this Edward burn so they don't get a 4-cap. And it is going to be... Goldfish is going to go down, so we're going to see a 1v1 again, Ballistic, but we've got a tank coming in.
Just covering things at Echo at the moment.
That's where I'm at, yeah.
She Needs Some Milk is absolutely gunning them down. Very little mercy on her behalf. Very amusing to watch.
Well, we're going to see a little bit of a tank battle here. Dujako versus Razor. But it's your boy Osama coming in and dropping some bombs. Oh, no, it was a tank in the distance. So it's a 2v1 tank battle. Razor dispatches that tank, and they are going to secure Echo and verify that they maintain the...
Razor taking a lot of hits here from She Needs Some Milk. She looks like she's gone down now. Ballistic are managing to save Razor there. Razor down to as far as 10% health. That really could have gone the wrong way for him. He got very lucky there that he had some infantry support in place to cover him. But it looks like Jacko's already rolling up in another heavy armor tank, so he's going to have to pull into cover, and he's definitely going to need some support there.
Right now I'm covering the air battle that's going on. Ascetic has jumped back in the plane. He is being chased by Fluffy Marshmallows. Fluffy Marshmallows is going to take him out and get him off of the 6 of It's Your Boy Osama. You know the thing about these pilots, not only are they amazing at what they do, they make it look so pretty too. It's like an air ballet, you know. They come in and they rock shop. And again, PT looking to grab a 4-cap late in the game. They are at 475. They have a 100 ticket lead, ladies and gentlemen.
That is just incredible. I mean, from my point of view, for the air game, it's just really good to see It's Your Boy Osama and Fluffy Marshmallow working together in, you know, such sort of, a great way. You know, It's Your Boy Osama can really just concentrate on the on the ground targets. He doesn't have to worry about aerial targets. You know, with Fluffy up in there covering the aerial targets, putting in the odd bit of ground support, they've definitely got a good dynamic there, and just that is one example of real good teamwork in this league.
Woo! There you have it. PT coming out strong and says, you know what, we will see your 470, we will raise you by 100, and coming out with a win, they're going to advance to the finals, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to see PT in the finals. Our next matchup is going to be Apex versus PG. That'll be coming at you here in just a second. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. Both these teams did absolutely amazing. Scruffy, Washed Up, Cynicism, Animosity, Topside, and It's Your Boy Osama grabbing those top spots there. Tensified putting up some big numbers as well, 29 and 16. Over on the other side, Jimbo Hotsteds, Marco Balls, Skill, Core War, Ascetic, Durjako, Anxious, and grabbing the top spots on their team with LJ Mars and Styles Red getting some pretty impressive kills, 22 and 21. Both teams did an awesome job, and we are going to we're going to take a little break, and we will be right back with your next matchup. So,
in the meantime, guys, don't forget to hit that share button. Let your Battlefield friends know that we are here doing this, rolling out the the original Battlefield esports scene. Tell them to sign up at www.hardcoreleague.co, either as an individual, or you can sign up a team today if you have a couple of guys that are willing to follow you into esports combat.
That is correct. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will be right Back.
competitive.